So J36 is getting a carrier mod, brain boost for carrier, and this is all like consider the source, right? Unbox Factory is reporting. Good luck that they 6th gen J36 stealth fighter is being trained to do. Scientists have developed an AI-driven landing system for futuristic triangle-shaped flying wing jet designed to safely touch down aircraft carriers, even while dodging 19-foot waves, chaotic air currents, and being shot down by their own plane guard. This tech leap uses a direct force control system and robotic algorithms to stabilize landings in real time without relying on a traditional aerodynamic database. It's next level piloting meets machine precision. It's unlike anything in the sky. It's a tailless flying wing design compared to the Ginkgo Leaf. 3 powerful engines for long range strikes, massive airframe, heavier and longer than the 5th gen jets like the J20. It's not just in the stealth, but it wants to dominate any weather, any sea. Gunky, your thoughts? I added the part about not getting shot down by your plane guard. I don't know if that's true.
It should be incorporated in future naval aircraft, apparently. So
the blackout button will be incorporated to keep your.
Yeah, even give the button to the Wizzo in the back, because you never know.
That's the only button he has for flight controls. It's the one blackout button.
You push that one, or you eject us. Your choice.
Yeah. Eject me, Wizzo.
No, so I took a look at that source. I mean, I was trying to see if we're getting bamboozled again here, but I don't know, man. You read through that, and the what was it again? Direct force flight control system? Is that
it's Magic Carpet. That's all it is. They're just putting a whole lot of things for.
No, but they're talking about the flight control system being advanced and about how it doesn't use a database, right, for inputs. Well, modern flight control systems don't use a database. They use real time, right? The only time modern flight control systems default to a database of known quantities is if there's any kind of failure, like in your AOA probes or your pedostatic system or whatever, and it detects that. Flight control computer is smart enough to be like, okay, let's just, given our configuration, let's go to a known quantity, right, and start
flying. The tables.
Right, go to the tables, exactly. So, I look at that, I'm like, it reads like a lot of propaganda when you actually look at it and think about where just modern flight controls are today.
I go back to how big are those carriers, because that thing is massive. I mean, that's not a small aircraft. That's like 3-engine bomber size. Like, it's going to take up, if it can even get to the carrier, it's going to take up a lot of ramp space or deck space. And then where are you going to store it? Because will it fit on the lift? And China's carriers aren't as big, right? They're not as big as the Nimitz or whatever. What's our most recent?
The Ford is the newest. Yeah.
They're not as big as those. So what's the point?
Well, you bring up a good point, so I was trying to learn a little bit more about this carrier mod, and you're right. There's some sort of automatic landing system, Magic Carpet variation that they put in there, but you bring up a good point. That airplane is pushing 100,000 pounds, what I read, and there's no fighter that's 100,000 pounds, right? So, I mean, the J36, I think it'd be a stretch calling it a fighter. It's got 3 engines. It's very large. It's bigger than the J20, which is already a big airplane. So I don't really know. I'm actually surprised that they want to take it to the carrier, given they don't quite have super carriers figured out like the US. I mean, I think the biggest jet that the US flew was the A5 Vigilante, and off the top of my head, I don't know how much it weighed or how big it was, but I mean, bigger's not always better on a carrier, man.
So they're estimating, I'm just quick, back of the table here, back of the napkin math, 22 feet or 22 meters, 20 to 24 meters wide.
Wide? Oh, the carrier.
Yeah, the jet size is estimated 22.5 meters in length with a wingspan of 24 meters.
Oh, wow. That's what,
78 feet.
78 feet. Long?
So a 78-foot wingspan.
Oh, dude,
that is not fitting on a carrier, dude.
If the wings fold, it'll work, maybe. Man, I need to have Wombat here to ask him how wide the LA is. I can't remember.
Because the Hawk.
The Hawkeye only had like a foot, I think, on each side.
So
like that.
Hawkeye's 81 feet.
Yeah.
So it's doable.
Well, wait, Hawkeye's 81 feet. How wide is the J36?
78.
Man, you better be right on center line.
If that estimate, right? Because we don't have official numbers. They're just estimating in meters and we're converting. Like a lot's getting probably lost in translation, but it's still a big aircraft, 3-engine bomber. And just think about that too, dude. Look at the ship stuff. You got to have parts for 3 engines to maintain and repair and stuff like.
Oh, well, I do see, only because I've operated off of a carrier in an aircraft that was fuel limited. If you had 100,000 pound, let's just call this thing like a heavy interceptor, carries a lot of gas, can go a long way with a lot of weapons. I mean, that would allow you as like if you're building a DCA, and you even to protect your battle group, dude, you could push that fight way, way out there.
Especially with hypersonic missiles.
Long
range, PL plus.
Yes, exactly. So you could really push the fight far, far away. And that would make it very effective for, if the bad guys defeated your first layer of defense, say your airplanes, your J-36s, that would give you a tremendous amount of range to use your other layered defenses instead of being all bunched up, because I mean, in fuel limited Hornets, it was always really tough because you had to have airborne gas and the timing and everything. It's just one more thing, man. You always were trying to calculate how much tactical fuel do I have if I take a commit, so I can see where a very heavy, large interceptor that's not really a fighter could be very effective. But
I wonder if it could also tank. Like if it could be a tanker too, like if they could retrofit it to be a tanker.
Yeah, sure. You just put a pod on it,
Yeah, seriously, if it could carry the fuel.
Yeah. Anything's possible. I don't know, man. An airplane that size, who knows how much internal fuel it carries? Because the pictures that we've seen, the weapons are internal. So, I bet she carries a lot of gas.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Might be all propaganda.
Could be fake news.